Have you ever looked at the clock, not the one on your wall, but the one in your head, and thought, is it too late for me? Too late to start over. Too late to chase a different dream. Too late to finally take care of yourself. Maybe you felt stuck in a job that doesn't light you up anymore. Or maybe your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to, and that reminder creeps in when you climb the stairs or look in the mirror. Maybe you feel like life is rushing forward, and you're just trying to keep up. Let me say this to you, clearly and from the heart, it is not too late. Not even close. But here's the catch, you've got to be willing to do the work. That might sound overwhelming, but doing the work doesn't mean overhauling your life overnight. It means showing up. It means being a little more honest with yourself than you were yesterday. It means deciding, every day, that you're worth the effort, even on the days when it's hard. Because there's something powerful about people in their 30s and beyond. You've lived enough life to know yourself a bit better. You've stumbled, tried things, failed, learned. And now you're standing here, realizing you want more, not because you're empty, but because you're awake. So today, we're going to talk about that. About how it's not too late to change, to grow, to become the person you still want to be. And how, with a little courage and consistency, you can absolutely get there. Let's start with something simple, but deeply real, your mindset. The way you think about yourself, your age, your worth, your potential, it matters more than any external circumstance. If the first thought in your head when something goes wrong is, of course, I always mess things up, that's not just a thought. That's a seed. And every time you repeat it, you water it. Eventually, that thought becomes your truth, even when it's not the truth. But imagine if your first thought was different. What if you thought, okay, this didn't go the way I wanted, but I could try again. That shift seems small, right? But it's massive. It's the beginning of reclaiming control over your story. Changing your inner dialogue takes time. You won't do it perfectly. You'll have days where the old voice is louder. That's okay. You're not trying to silence it. You're trying to outgrow it. And as you grow, you'll start to realize this. Progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it looks like going for a walk instead of lying down when you're drained. Sometimes it's writing down your goals, even though your brain tells you they're silly. Sometimes it's speaking up at work, or setting a boundary, or saying no, even when it's uncomfortable. These moments, they're the work. They're the building blocks of a life that feels like yours. Now, let's talk about energy, because that's the first thing a lot of people over 30 notice fading. You're not imagining it. Life demands more. You're balancing responsibilities, your schedule's tighter, your sleep isn't always the best. But here's the good news. You have more control over your energy than you think. It starts with listening. Listening to your body when it tells you it's exhausted. Not just pushing through because you feel guilty. It means putting your phone down at night so your brain has a chance to slow down. It means fueling your body. Not dieting, not obsessing, just feeding yourself like someone you actually care about. You don't need to train like an athlete to feel better. You just need movement. A walk. Some stretches. Dancing in your kitchen. Give your body permission to move again, without judgment. Your body isn't broken. It just needs you to return to it, with kindness. And while we're talking about energy, we can't skip over environment. Your energy is deeply influenced by what surrounds you. The people you talk to, the content you consume, the space you live in. Ask yourself this, do the things in your daily life leave you feeling lighter or heavier? It might be time to unfollow some accounts that make you feel less than. Or to take a break from the group chat that's all complaints and no support. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's essential. And look, no one is saying this is easy. The work takes courage. It takes patience. But so does staying stuck. You've probably tried to change things before, and maybe it didn't work. That's not failure, that's feedback. It means you were trying. It means you cared enough to want more. That's the part of you I'm talking to today. The part that still believes there's something beautiful ahead. The part that knows deep down you're not done growing. Not done learning. Not done becoming. And here's the beautiful thing about being in your 30s or 40s or 50s and beyond. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Maybe you've spent years people-pleasing, doubting yourself, saying yes when you wanted to say no. Maybe you've silenced your own voice just to keep the peace. But now you know what that costs. Now you're ready to speak up, to show up, not in a dramatic, burn it all down way, but in a quiet, grounded, powerful way. That kind of change doesn't happen all at once. It happens in layers. One choice, one shift, one brave moment at a time. Because it's never too late. Not when you still have breath. Not when you still have that quiet tug in your heart saying, try again. And especially not when you're willing to do the work. So take a deep breath. This moment right here, that's your new starting line.